Hey everybody, it's Kyle here. Welcome back to another video. In this week's video, I just want to talk about waiting. And that is, waiting for things to happen. Because I've been in a real kind of funk, I think, lately on just having to wait. I mean, the whole world has to wait because of the pandemic, but there's just several things that I've had to wait for, and they're going to be great things when they do happen, but I'm just struggling a little bit in the meantime. I mean, employment, there's an incredible opportunity that was presented to me that is going to be the perfect thing for me, I think. I mean, it combines my love for advocacy and the skills that I've picked up on the radio and doing YouTube. So I think it's the perfect fit for me. But it's just, I don't know if it's going to happen right now. I still have about a month and a half to know if the position is going to be available. And I say that because it is funded through a grant, and we have to wait and see if they're going to receive the grant. But once they do, it's going to be amazing. It's just been really hard to know that there's this amazing opportunity, and, it's coming, and I'm going to love it, I think. And it's going to be great for me. It's going to be a wonderful experience. And, I've been waiting for something that fits me, since my last job, and looking and wondering for the next thing that is going to help me become the best version of myself that I can be. And this seems like the next step in that journey, but it's still quite a long ways off. So that is just come on, come on. And we have some exciting advocacy things in the works, and they're going to be absolutely amazing. And I'm so pumped to be a part of these things that are coming. The pandemic has thrown a wrench in a lot of those advocacy plans, but they are coming. It's just, when is that happening? And nobody really knows the answer because, we are in a pandemic, so nobody really knows what to say. So it's just, we're biding our time, and it's going to be worth the wait. And I know that. I know it because I believe so strongly in this project that I am a part of. And it's just I'm just dying to get out there and do this thing and have it be out into the world, because the world is not ready for what's going to happen, I think. I think it's going to do a lot for just disability awareness, specifically CP. But it's been one of those a year in the making type things, and it's I have such a bad itch to scratch with it. And there's also a brand new project that is in the works also, that just continues to do what I'm doing here right now. And I'm just so pumped for it. I wish I could be more transparent with you about what exactly these things are, but they are not my things to share outright. So I cannot share with you exactly what I'm talking about yet. But when I do, or when I can, and I will. And aside from the advocacy work and the other professional stuff, my grandma has been dealing with back surgery issues since December, and we're going into March, and there's still new things popping up, and it's really hard to watch because she is my only grandma that I have left. She's my only grandparent that I have left, actually, and it's very scary to have her be going through all of these health problems. Something that you think is going to be a smooth recovery turns out to be a very long road, and I don't know quite exactly how to handle this. It's been going on for a while, and I haven't been very open about it because it's very personal, but it involves waiting. We're waiting to see what the doctors will do and what's best for her, and waiting for things to get better, and they are slowly getting better, I want to say. But there's still quite a long journey to go, and it's just like waiting. I feel like so many things have gone wrong, and waiting for the shoe to drop type thing. It's we're finally over the hump, I think, and we're finally getting there, and it's just a lot of waiting, and it's been kind of a little maddening to wait and wait, and it's just a lot of waiting. And I've been struggling with that. I think it's okay to struggle. They say good things come to those who wait, and I'm a very firm believer in that. It's just really hard to do. I mean, I've never had to wait for so many good things for so long. So, I mean, it's going to be like, bam, when it all happens. Like, I know that, but it's been really hard to wait. I mean, I should be used to waiting because CP has a tendency to make me wait, whether or not going slower than I want, waiting to do the activity that I want because it's not a good CP day and I have no energy, waiting to drive, working on that. I need to go see the eye doctor to get a form for the DMV, and then we're hopefully going to get back out there soon, but I'm still fighting the fear of that, but we're gonna get there, and waiting to figure out, what car am I gonna use when I do get my permit, and it's just, we're all trying to figure that out, because there is a potential option that would be my grandpa's old car, so potentially I think that would be really good for me to learn how to drive in his old car, but it's not a done deal yet. So we're waiting to hear about that and just see what the next steps are on a lot of things. And this is not to sound ungrateful for any of these opportunities at all. Like, I'm incredibly grateful for everything that is about to happen or will happen in the future. It's just been very difficult for me to be on the cusp of a lot of great things, that I personally think are great, and they're going to be great for my personal growth and development, and potentially others too. But it's been really weighing on me a lot, just how much the pandemic has really slowed things down. And I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. I know millions and millions of people all over the world are struggling with the waiting, and thankfully with work I am in a position, being on Social Security, that I do have a steady income, so I shouldn't complain, and everything is fine, and I'm healthy, but I'm just getting frustrated with waiting. I've been trying to meditate a little bit and talk about my feelings a little bit more. So this is me doing that. I now have a stress ball that I've been using the last 2 days. That's been helping quite a bit, actually. And I mentioned this in a blog post. If you don't follow my blog, I have a blog, My Disabled Experience. I will post a link to that down below, where I mentioned I don't laugh enough. And over the weekend, I had a fire just because I could. I had a fire pit, and it was just nice to sit outside in the nice weather, enjoy the evening, and I realized I have to have more fun. It's kind of hard to do when you're in a pandemic, but I just need to not be so hard on myself and expectations, and just let it happen how it is supposed to happen, because things are happening, I believe, how they are supposed to happen for me. That is not to say that I think that everything that happens to you is what's meant to happen to you. That's just saying I think my journey is how I am supposed to deal with things. But I don't. I think it's okay to admit that waiting sucks and waiting isn't easy. And, you know, I think we need to admit that we don't need to be positive all the time, and that's something that's hard for me to do. That's why I don't bring up uh, a lot of drama in my personal life, because I want to be positive. That's why I didn't want to mention it originally about my grandma, because it's very personal and the internet is very public. Um, but it has been weighing on me a little bit, even with making like it's been a cloud over me for a while, and um, we're on the up, I hope. So I just wanted to come on here and just kind of have an honest talk about how I've been feeling lately. I mean, even making videos, I've been struggling creatively, just a little bit of like what's new, what's happening. Um, so yeah, that's just where my head space is at. And things are going to get better, and they've already gotten better in a lot of ways. I just needed to come on and say that it's okay to, not like where you're at, but remember where you're going. And remember, the journey is what's important. It's a long journey sometimes, but it is all going to be worth it when we reach the final destination. And we just have to find ways to manage. And I haven't always been the best at knowing how to manage those things. And I'm slowly getting better at it. And it's slowly getting easier to wait. And, to stop the what ifs and, oh my God, this is going to happen. Or, is this not happening? What, you know, you get nervous a lot of times when you're left to wait. Uh, and it's nobody's fault by any means on any of the things that I have mentioned. It's just what the world has given us. So we're going to get there, everybody. Just keep your head up. If you've liked what you've listened to me today, if you like what you've heard, please give this a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel to see future videos. I try to post every Tuesday. Again, I will link my blog down below. And be sure to turn on the bell notifications. Subscribe if you like this video. It really helps me out. And I will see you next time.